Ooh, level 50 doubles. We are back. I seem to have a curse at the 120s. I don't think I'll get that far today, though. Not unless I get a exceptionally blessed doubles draft. Fire type. It's a bit unusual. And flow, so sunny day fires. Very likely. It's not a bad start. It's careful. Careful is L1. Happy Factory Friday. L1 is a better singles Pokemon, but it's okay. I'm willing to lead it, particularly if you've got a Thunderbolt switch in. Tentacle 2. Okay, so we're not going to lose to the fire type. Swampert 2 is a strange thing. Yeah, bite is obviously not physical. We're really not going to lose to the fire type, okay. I would like a non-water. Okay, that's not good. Interesting. There is something I'm a little bit scared of, which is that the non-fire type is a solar beam chlorophyll user. It's not very likely, but well, actually, I mean, because most of the chlorophyll sunny day sets are going to activate Weather's Flow, I guess it's a little bit more likely than it usually would be. That's not an easy one. If I discount Raichu and Tentacle for being bad, it's mostly a question of how I feel taking Weezing. Weezing is also a pretty good singles Pokemon. It can trade, but I'm not sure if I trust it in doubles. My gut is to take Gyarados, Ludicolo with Swampert in the back. I'm really not sure about Weezing. I mean, it is fast in the base 70s. Deep in my bone. Like, I could forgo Gyarados. I could go Weezing Ludicolo lead with Swampert in the back. And how scared would I be of something like Espeon there? Pretty scared. I mean, Gardevoir is not a lot better with Gyarados as the option, but at least with Gardevoir I know that I'm going to be able to outspeed. Ludicolo is Swift Swim. I could also go backwards. I could put Gyarados in the back and Swampert up front. Or I could indeed put Ludicolo in the back, but Ludicolo is not a great switch in. Hmm. I think my gut feeling is right. I think it is Gyarados, Ludicolo, Swampert. A little bit tricky to swap out of this, though. The most obvious replacement is to take Gyarados out of the team. It would be very funny to lose the Fire Spec. Is this Brett? It is Brett. I'm beginning to learn you. Houndoom, Claydol. Most likely it's double sunny day then. Yeah, so it's White Herb, which does heavily imply Houndoom 4. And Claydol 3 seems quite likely. The final fire type could easily be a sunny day set, and then this isn't going to be Claydol 3, but Claydol can't Earthquake next to Houndoom anyway. I think it's majorly a question of whether or not I want to try and remove Claydol 4 potential. Claydol 4 is not very likely though. That's awkward. I speed tie Claydol 3. I kind of wanted to use Rain Dance, but that's quite awkward. In that case, do I want to Thunder Wave? Want to Thunder Wave Rain Dance? That makes the worst case scenario a lot more tenable. Could also switch. What's bad about switching is that it is possible for Claydol to Solar Beam and for Houndoom to Sunny Day. So if I was going to switch, I probably want to also Rain Dance to interrupt that. But they could always just win the speed tie. So probably am staying in. Perhaps Bite. Perhaps Bite into Claydol to try for the flinch and Rain Dance. Increases the chance that I actually get Rain Dance up then. Or I just T-Wave Houndoom. After we paralyze Houndoom, it won't use Sunny Day anymore. Okay. God, they did do that. I'm really glad I didn't switch to Swampert. So Ludicolo is now the fastest Pokemon on the field. I think what I do is just kill Claydol. Oh, you live? I thought Houndoom was definitely going down. It doesn't matter though. Okay, it's Magmar last. Gyarados faster, so it's not Magmar 2. AVBs. Is the internet dying? My dropped frames rate is 2%. I don't think so. Don't think I'm ever taking that Houndoom. Bye. I'm pretty weak into the laddie sets. And Psychic No Phrase is the Letty phrase. Well, so is Dragon, but yeah. I'm thinking about putting Houndoom in the back. I mean, Swampert isn't terrible into the latties. It's because so often the physical ones have Earthquaker's strongest move, and I can just mirror coat the rest. It's not a real issue. I'm more sort of concerned about what I would do with Gyarados. The thing is, Gyarados is pretty good into Psychic until they have Thunderbolt, and then it's really bad. Oh yeah, my internet is dropping. Oh, please don't do this to me. How can I be 12 megabytes and have dropped frames? I'm being throttled by Twitch, actually. I'm not being throttled by my own internet. It's because I'm not partner. It's throttling my bitrate. Okay. Well, in some ways that's more frustrating. Must be busy on Twitch. Unfortunately, Twitch is not a great website. It might have to be Houndoom. Houndoom is very awkward for Swampert in the long term. But Houndoom might be being swapped out after this game anyway. I think Houndoom for Gyarados does make a lot of sense. My concern then would be Starmie, but I'm already concerned about Starmie. I was going to say Elaine is set 4, but it's obviously factory. Double 8, okay. The overlay struggle. So free-spirited Lapras is a little bit of a problem. Because it does make 6 a bit more likely. 6, 4, and 2. All Pokemon I don't really want to see. The Latias is, I think, the much bigger problem, though. It might be worth sunny daying, but I'm quite concerned about Latias 2 and 3. The worst case here is definitely 8. Queen's Rock. My gut is to crunch, obviously. I'm thinking crunch, and I'm considering using Rain Dance. I'd only regret Rain Dance into Lapras 4, right? It doesn't matter for 6. 6 has to hit or it misses. It doesn't matter. It might also matter for 2, but 2 doesn't run modest. I think it's probably only 4 where Rain Dance would be bad. Unfortunately, 4 is quite likely. Lapras 4. I'm wondering if I should switch. Problem with switching is that I don't know how much damage I can take on Swampert, particularly if Latias uses Dragon Claw. It's so distracting, my internet. I every time I start a thought process, I have to look across to see if it's disconnected. It's really distracting, actually. Am I gonna get past this? I don't think I'm ever swapping Houndoom. I think that's kind of insane. And if I'm staying in, I'm using Crunch and Latias for sure. There's no guarantee Houndoom will be ideal into the final Psychic type anyway. It isn't Starmie in the back. It's not a Slowbro either. Which is important. I think the question really is whether or not I want to use Rain Dance. If I Rain Dance and it's 4, and Houndoom faints, and Swampert has to come in. As long as it's not a bulky Latias set, that's fine. Because I can follow it up with Surf. And I can double the Latias slot and hit the Psychic in the back. On the other hand, Houndoom living the turn is pretty nice. So in that case, what do I want to do with Ludicolo? I think I'm wondering how worthwhile it would be to use Surf and see if Lapras is water absorb or not. My gut feeling is that I'd rather Thunder Punch. Okay, it's not Latias 8. Shadow Ball. And Surf. Looks like it's probably Lapras 2. Okay, it's Latias 7. It took 86. That'll be Lapras 2. I think. Okay, so no Quick Claw potential from Latias, but Lapras could Quick Claw. What do I want to do against Quick Claw? I can't do much with Ludicolo. It would only be it'd only be Rain Dance, and I don't want to do that. It might be better to actually crunch Lapras. Potentially even overheat Lapras. But missing would be really bad. It's a little bit tricky to take down. Latias 7 if the final Psychic is not immune to Earthquake. It probably has to be Houndoom taking it down. The major question is whether or not I want to switch. Because they're both going to want to use the spread move, I think. I might be able to get rid of Lapras, but the Quick Claw risk will be remaining for the next 2 turns if I switch Houndoom. Okay. Medicha. So it might be Fake Out. That's the major consideration. Think I just go for Lapras. I could put Medicham 3 in not Medicham 3, Medicham 2. I'm putting it in dual reversal randomness range potentially with this, but it's not bad. Unless Lapras gets a freeze, I guess. I don't think I can use Miracle. I think I've got to Earthquake. I just really dislike it. I'm thinking that if I'm going to Earthquake, I kind of want to attack Medicham. The problem is that Medicham 2 is the one that can Fake Out and interrupt the double target, which is not what I want. Ooh, that's a big crit. Have you got another big crit in you, Medicham? Nothing I can do. Except potentially activate Quick Claw. My god, okay. Fucking hell. Crit into crit. I can't stop that. I don't think I even did anything wrong. Could have also missed. That would have been more polite. Thank you. That's what I need. You killed me on 99. That's rude. The only thing I could have done is kill Lapras earlier, but Lapras did nothing. I mean, obviously the Ice Beam into Swampert from Lapras meant that Medicham could kill the Mega Kick crit. So Medicham didn't just have to crit Ludicolo, it also needed Lapras to target Swampert, so it was able to kill Lat press. I mean, Swampert with a crit as well. I could have saved Houndoom on turn 2 because it was going to be Surf, most likely. I don't know, switching into Surf Earthquake is pretty awkward on Swampert, really. Like, how do I kill Latias? I don't, and then it's Shadow Ball into Ludicolo. I guess Lapras can go down that turn, but I'm slower. Without Houndoom on the field, everything is slower than Lapras too. So if something gets hit by Ice Beam. I mean, if I know Metacham's in the back, I can do that, but it could easily be Alakazam or Espeon in the back. Could easily be Gardevoir. Could easily be Metagross. I'm not going to keep the record of me dying to a double crit. Mega Kick. I think the swap was good as well. I think taking Houndoom over Gyarados was good. Obviously, it turns out there was no electric move, but Gyarados would have struggled a bit against Latias 7. I do have 35. I guess I can play that. My fault for saying that it could crit twice. I summoned it into existence. That's painful. It's difficult to escape the early rounds in doubles. It's going to be weeks of effort to get back to a big streak. It's alright, I would be more upset if I had misplayed, but I don't think I did anything wrong there. It is unavoidable, that kind of 1 in 300 loss where you get crit by an inaccurate move twice. It is the downside of putting something like Swampert in the back. It is solid as long as you don't get crit like that. No type, no phrase, okay. Swampert is back. And so is Wheezing. Salamence 6 is strange creature. We're probably going Kang, Salamence, Swampert. It's a pretty good team. I have switching options for Ice. The Starmie Speedeye is awkward, but I can get over it. Oh no, you're not Salamence 7. I was thinking the wrong one. That's actually not an amazing team. I don't think I want Wheezing though. Let's go. It's fine. I feel like everyone else loses when they misplay, and I feel like I lose to being crit. I really don't want to lose because I don't really want to play singles today. I cut down every opponent. Could you leave me alone? It is no phrase. It's not a high risk. A champ 8. Do I need to think about this? Machamp 2 is always in the back of my mind in these scenarios, but I think it's fine. The major question is whether or not at 21 IVs I always kill every single counter set. The focus band excluded, of course. I think I do. I think it's only 2 that can live. Hey, Kasud. You just missed a funny loss. Singles is fine. I'm just not playing singles today. I just lost a double streak at 99. Mega kick crit twice from Metacham. Maldo. And Pump. It'll be free because 4 would use Ice Beam. That is how you win, yes. I haven't played singles today. Nice quick claw. What am I doing? It's never Armaldo 2. And I don't know the Machamp set. It was a bulky Machamp, yes, but I know it wasn't Machamp 2, which doesn't narrow it down much. It's not 3 or 4, I guess. They run no bulk. Oh, and the internet's going down again. It's like I can't actually look at it all the time. It's so distracting, particularly in factory when I actually have to think. Oh, that's a duo. How scared am I of Focus Band? Considering I've intimidated Heracross 1, not too much. And Heracross 1 is partial high risk activation. It's probably not Hera 1. I think I Earthquake and I remove Heracross. Okay. The one good point about Heracross outspeeding Salamence is that it can't be Heracross 1 then. Jolteon in the back. And it's a curse. Okay, so Kang is gonna die. Jolteon free, so always see a kill there, probably. So Kang's gonna die. Is this ever Dragon Dance? I am still slower than Jolteon 4 if I do that. It had to be Heracross free, right? To use Brick Break. Just leave this open to be any Jolteon. Okay. I definitely want to Earthquake if I get a turn. I don't think I will. Is Jolteon free slightly less likely? I don't think that's true. But Heracross free is Bright Powder. Okay, so it's really bad news for Kang actually killing Jolteon then. What does Salamence do? It's really a question of Snorlax 2 versus Snorlax 4 and 7. I did a lot with Earthquake. I guess another factor here is that if it is Jolteon 1 or 4, it doesn't help though because I'm going to be slower than 4 still on Dragon Dance. It's good against 1 to Dragon Dance though because I kind of force it to use Thunder Wave. I think I need to target Snorlax and just trust in Swampert not messing up against Jolteon 4 potentially on Bite nonsense. In fact, the worst thing that could happen here is Hyper Beam into Swampert. I think I'd still win. Okay, you're faster. So it's Jolteon 1 or 4. Please don't Hyper Beam. At least if it's Jolteon 1, it can't attract. That is a small victory, at least. I think I have to play as if Earthquake goes off without a hitch. Obviously, if Snorlax Quick Claws, Jolteon 4 flinches, then Swampert won't get the Earthquake off. It's very difficult to play around it being double 4. Jolteon 4 and Snorlax 4. I can slightly play around it being Jolteon 1. I can Dragon Dance. I give up the chance of flinching a non-Quick Claw turn on Snorlax if I do that though. Which feels like quite a big deal. I don't think I actually ever beat Quick Claw though, do I? Because Quick Claw is going to go that way. Jolteon 1 is going to protect, actually, isn't it? So maybe I can beat Quick Claw, but I'd want to do as much damage as possible. I think I just headbutt. Okay, it's Jolteon 1. Oh, what is that HP? I mean, it's dead. Okay, so Jolteon 1 can go for another Protect. Protect, Thunder Wave, Thunderbolt, all possible moves. I think Dragon Dancing is worth it. Very good against Protect. It's still somewhat useful against the other two. Okay, it's failed protect. It's now going to protect or Thunderwave. And I crit. Okay, that was quite close. What a scary team. Heracross 3, Snorlax 4, Jolteon 1. I think I just take Heracross for Swampert. So, slow and steady heavily implies Ampharos 1. Since Thunderwave and Attract both fulfill that. There's no slow and steady Marowak stuff, so it has to be a slow and steady mon in the back as well. I really think I just try and kill Amphi. I can kill the non-earthquake Marowak sets. Oh, it's whack 1. Yeah. So slow Gara is Gara 1. Let's just kill the Marowak. Can I always do that? I don't think I can, actually. I know Gyarados is kind of bad for Heracross as well. Probably my best chance is to remove Marowak anyway, though, there, because I want the Rock Slide to be single target. We don't miss that. Okay, that's big. Okay. I don't think I really want to go into a boosting war. High risk. So White Herb, that is expected, is probably Houndoom free. That's high risk on its own. It could be Credilli 4. kind of want to just dance. It feels mostly riskless. It doesn't matter. Did he won did its best to get max self-hits? I need to have a solid plan for fake out Hariyama 1 fairly likely. I think I just aerial ace because it's quite likely to be 3 or 4 from Shiftry, and I do not want that interfering. It's not unlikely that they could both fake out, but I think I want Earthquake and aerial ace. I think Shiftry is the bigger target. Okay, it was Shiftry 4. Jolteon 1 is back. Psychic, slow and steady. Shiftry 4 is not amazing. Anti-psychic, really. We'll believe in the Hera. Okay. Do I double egg? I'm a little bit concerned about Miltank 4, but I have intimidated it. And I do have Heracross in the back. I think I double egg here. And if I miss egg 4, I miss egg 4. It happens. I don't want to aerial ace because the defensive eggs need me to get the damage in. Attention. Jinx. Okay, and it can be any Jinx, right? Because it can't be a high risk one, actually. It has to be 1 or 3. Because Miltank 2 has focus punch. If I kill Jinx, how do I realistically lose? Feels very hard. I'm guts anyway. I'm. Find it. Rabbi made a post in the Gen 3 Frontier thread. I'm looking at that right now. That's. I was not expecting that. Oh, about Gen 3 Frontier. I was like, I was very surprised Cyber Smogon. Is that on Twitter? Perhaps on YouTube? I'll have a look later. Where was I? I guess the biggest concern is Jinx free quick clawing. It could have been Egg 2. If it's Egg 2, it's got Curse, and then it can't be Jinx 3. So I guess Jinx 1 is also more likely than Jinx 3. Let's get rid of Jinx. It's probably getting redirected. Good luck, Miltank. Ground type. Impossible to predict. Gosh, okay. It probably just means one of the impossible to predict mons is appearing with grounds, but a little bit weird. Don't know what the egg set was. Because it was Jinx 1, it could have been Egg 2. It didn't have to be Jinx 1. Jinx 2 is Parishong. Jinx 4. Why did I say it can't be Jinx 4? I think I was just wrong about that. Anyway. I also want Shell Armor Jackson. I think I just Earthquake. I think it's fairly simple. It's similar to the earlier situation where Machamp 2 can live, but it's impossible to predict, which surely means it's like Golem 2, Machamp 7 seems so likely. There's a chance the impossible to predict is in the back, and it's I've actually neither neither of them. That is also possible. But I'm expecting double substitute, kind of. And Golem 2 doesn't matter. And against Machamp 7, I'd want to Aerial Ace anyway. So I really think it's even more reason to do this than usual. It's not Machamp 2. Yeah. And Swampert last, and yeah. It could be Swampert 1 if that wasn't Machamp 7. Do I want to Dragon Dance then? I don't want to blunder into Swampert 4 is the main thing. I feel like I headbutt Swampert. I feel like that's probably safest. Okay, we missed the Golem. Golem 2 could do it. It's not impossible. And this turn we want to do more damage. It's fine. Let's Dragon Dance, actually. It's going to spend some time asleep. We want to make sure it stays asleep. Okay. Quick, I don't want to overplay on the swaps into the round 8-9 situation. We're on 20. That's an awkward point to be at. I definitely want to do an extra swap then. Get to 22. For round 8. Yeah. I don't think there's much point in trying to swap every single time and then go over 29 for round 9. I don't think that makes sense. I was doing open, right? Yeah. No type, high risk. Well, at least I can't face you. Okay. Probably best Hypno for doubles. Gosh, that's a weird slow set of Pokemon. Even Raichu, not that fast. Pre-stream streak, nice. God, this is a weird draft for doubles. It's not actually a bad singles team in here, but pretty. I mean, I could put Snorlax up front. What is Snorlax's ability? That's the real question, I guess. Okay. Big Fat is probably the better doubles ability. I think I like putting Vapor in one the back because then I don't have to switch. The good news about this draft, I definitely want to switch. I'll swap. I'm not worried about fitting in an awkward swap. I think it will be Snorlax 5 and potentially Hypno in the front. Vapor in the back. Or do I want to go Raichu? Raichu's got Protect at least. Snorlax, Raichu, Vaporeon. Got a lot of holes in what I can hit. I'm a bit worried about how slow. Hypno Snorlax is very slow. I don't know, I mean, just don't fall too far behind and Vaporeon probably saves the game, right? I'm a little bit worried about end games against other Water Absorb. At least I'm Water Absorb as well. And at least I've got Bite. I don't know how I feel about taking Raichu. I guess the question is if I want to try and use Umbreon. Because I can Screech and combo that with Snorlax. Screech wouldn't be a bad move if it couldn't miss. 15% miss is what I want. A team this slow, I'm very worried about enemy fires. I guess with Scizor I can switch out into Vaporeon, but I'm not sure if that's a good idea. I'm actually kind of wondering if Vaporeon goes in the front. The problem is if Vaporeon in the front is that the spread surf kind of sucks. I'm wondering about putting Hypno in the back, because Hypno is certainly less vulnerable to a lot of endgame 1v1s which scare Vaporeon. Ghosts are quite rare in Gen 3. Obviously, I'm okay against Gengar. And then, like, Bug is also quite rare. I mean, the big one would be Dark. Dark is also fairly uncommon. And Dark has to get through Snorlax. It has to be a Dark one in the back, really. I'm not convinced by Umbreon. I'm wondering if I should take Scizor, Snorlax, or Vaporeon Snorlax. I think Vaporeon Snorlax a lot more solid. World record in factory, so I mean it's quite low. The singles level 50 world record in factory will be, I think it will be beaten soon. I'm not saying it will be me. I think it'll be beaten soon. It might be beaten by LOXC. I think it'll probably be beaten this year. It would be surprising if it remained for 2027. And then it's like Arena is a sort of similar. Arena and Palace are honestly kind of a similar tier to Factory in terms of length. Those are three very different facilities, though. But they all have issues with consistency. I think if people played as much Arena and Palace as they did Factory, though, there would not be. It would not be as close. I'm thinking about the Snorlax. I'm thinking about the Snorlax Scizor. I just don't. I don't know if I trust Scizor. I don't know. Like a lot of the utility is coming from counter, right? And I'm not clicking counter that often. This is what I think it is. Hypno is a decent switch into electric. It's pretty tanky on the special side. I can also come into grass, which is a lot rarer than electric as a switch-in thing, but I can do it. And I can also just keep Vaporeon in because it's tanky enough. This will be an interesting round, though. I'm not that optimistic about my chances. Jarrett. Okay, so it's probably Houndoom free. I'm hoping it's Houndoom free because there is not the chance of explosion goes up. Yeah. It'll either be Hounding 3 or Golem 4, I guess. It can also be both. Well, we've got to get, like, it's like we said in the draft, we've got to get rid of the dark type. I don't think I'm ever swapping. Even if explosion does happen, I'm not swapping. Burn is possible. Unlikely, but possible. And I mean, counter is most likely from Hounding 1. Sunny Day obviously also possible. So Sunny Day could save Golem from Surf. Okay. Honestly, no Quick Claw, and it's Hounding 4 using Solar Beam. That's a very good start. Do I want to scout out what the set Jolteon is? It's Hounding 4. That's all we know. Let's just do it. Let's just kill it, though. I worry about messing around with this. Nice Quick Claw. It's a big, big hit. And T-Wave. Like, it's not... It's never free. We didn't crit. It's 1 or 4. Yeah, maybe I should have scouted. I think I'd take 4, but I wouldn't take 1. Am I taking Houndoom? Houndoom just lost in 50. I think Houndoom is a pretty overrated Pokemon. Are we taking it? It's a very different creature to Vaporeon. It's a lot faster. I am not great into Earthquake opportunities. I am also not great on initial coverage. I'm probably swapping anyway. I'm not taking Unknown Golem. It could be Golem 2. Is it Glenn? No. No, very far off. It's not even a hiker. Ugh. Oh, where did Vaporeon go? Okay. What is more important to target for Snorlax? Almost certainly Tyranitar. I'm wondering. The question's going to be whether or not I want to use Sunny Day, I guess. So it's 3, 5, 6, 8, 10 are the problem Tyranitar sets. Of those, yeah, of those 5, 6, 8, probably most likely. Of course, the most likely Tyranitar overall is probably the early Bright Powder sets or T-Tar 4. I wonder if do I overheat it? Do I care about Alakazam? Because it's not the choice band set. The worst thing Alakazam could be is Alakazam 4. I think I overheat T-Tar. I can't do anything about Quick Claw, but I also have Quick Claw. So, just to win the speed tie. Can I get away with Crunch? I want to do the damage. The bulkiest T-Tars are like a max bulk. It's not going to be close. Please. It's DD, okay. Okay, big. It's probably not 10, right? No, 10 is also max bulk. 1 second. I really don't know anything about that T-Tar. I guess the Alakazam set might help inform it. Alakazam is Lumberry. That would narrow it down slightly. Don't think I can take a lead T-Tar in any case, though. Fighting weakness is overwhelming. Free-spirited, but it's Miltank, so not high-risk T-Tar. So not T-Tar 3, which was counter, or 10, which was double edge. So it was 5 or 8. So if this is Alakazam 2, it's 5, and if it's Alakazam 1, it's 5 or 8. I don't think it matters though. I think I'm probably never taking it. Miltank is definitely the most important thing to kill here. Unfortunately, might not be possible to kill it. I'm wondering if I just kill Alakazam in that case. Feels best. Okay. That should be GG. Without exceptional luck from Miltank. Okay. Hey, Snapper. Thanks for the raid. What were you playing? Water no phrase is actually quite a big issue. We saw T-Wave from Alakazam. That doesn't narrow it down very much. It's not T-Tar, definitely. I don't think Alakazam is an upgrade over Hypno. I'm nervous about this one. Definitely nervous about this one. I can't swap really though. It's not It's not a great opportunity. I could maybe take Miltank. Miltank is decent. Because T-Tower is blocked. I could take Miltank. I just don't think I want to. Oh, I've just realised I forgot to update the overlay. Houndoom 4. Wario Land 4, is that the GBA one? The keys. I remember this game. I've played this game. I don't think I ever beat it as a kid. Yeah, I don't think I ever beat that game. I enjoyed playing it, but I don't think I ever beat it. Right, it's not Dojo 4. It's honestly, it's probably Milo 3, right? It's either Milo 3 or it's Dojo 1, or both. The thing I really remember about Wario Land 4 was when you hit the timer and you have to run back through the level, and it made the sort of hurry up music. That made me panic as a very young kid. You want a 44-minute? That sounds really fast. I wish you good luck. I've got no idea what that would take, unfortunately. Okay. Anyway, back to the focus. It's probably not Coat Milo. That's what I said. I'm wondering if I swap out Houndoom. Because a final one is also a water type, right? So does Houndoom even matter here? It might do, because I could Sunny Day. I don't love Hypno getting hit by a double edge or a drill peck though. Decreasing it here. I'm really not sure if it's a good idea to take the attack with Hypno. Because for context here, Dodrio will definitely attack Houndoom. And Houndoom is 3 IVs, if you look at the HP. So Houndoom will die. Which is okay. Like, if I can hit Mega Kick, Houndoom and Dojo both fainting is okay. What I'm scared about is missing Mega Kick, but I guess missing Mega Kick is always bad no matter what I do. I might be coping about. I'm really hoping it's not Coach Milo, because that could be a disaster if Snorlax goes down. I think it basically comes down to Snorlax can't miss, and it probably doesn't matter too much what I do. It's mostly a call on what I think the last water can be. Swampert is very unlikely. Water grounds in general, not quite so likely. It's quite likely to be like a spit set or something, which is probably reason to keep Houndoom alive. I think I'm not getting anywhere though. I think probably got a small chance of living. Drill peck, live? No. Okay. It's probably Dojo 1. Oh, the miss is really bad. The miss is really, really bad. I really, really hope that this is Dojo 1. It is quite likely, but the other Dojo sets are going to... Well, 2 and 3 will double edge. 4 is going to be a different kettle of fish. I think I'll be fine as long as Hypno lives the turn. Ideally, Dojo actually attacks Snorlax. Oh my god, it's 2. Oh, that's so bad. This is even more reason to double the Dojo slot, though. Okay, at least you failed that. I was worried about missing that kill. So Dojo 2 didn't use double edge, it used Drill Peck. It means a final one definitely is not high risk. Okay. That might be a game-winning Mega Kick. So it's not 3 or 4 from Tentacruel. And Milo 3 is partial slow with Attract. So it's actually got to be Tentacruel 1. So I should win. Hypno is Lumberry. I really, really should win. I can't get confused here. I might want to Fire Punch. I'm just thinking about... No, I'm gonna... Oh, it's hallucinating. No type. Free Spirited. Surprisingly, I do not have the option of a decent water type. Not even one with Ice Beam. That was Blizzard Milo and no water Tentacruel. Could take Dojo. Oh, do I want to take Dojo over Houndoom? I probably do. I guess there is now an outside chance of hitting the 29 swap requirement for the triple elevation. Well, it would be nice to have a Earthquake Snorlax right now, wouldn't it? So Aggron 1, 2, and 4 will all see kills on Dojo. Aggron 4 itself will be a bit random, but Aggron 4 is not a big problem for Snorlax. I think the turn 1 Protect is fine, and I wonder what I do with Snorlax. Do I go for the 2-shot on Aggron or Ampharos? Probably Aggron. Maybe into... I really don't like the way that this team plays games. It feels really ugly. Crit it. Justice for the loss at 99. Gustavo. Amphi 1. Okay. Not high risk. It's free spirited. It's not high risk or slow and steady. So it's one of the last tanks. I'm wondering if I even need Dodrio. I could just double edge. Just a little bit nervous about static. That's the only real problem. I could just go for Miltank instead, though. The problem with going for Miltank is that Miltank 3 might use Endure. I've got to go for Amphi. That's okay. As long as Hypno doesn't get paralyzed. Just about. I can't milk drink, it's faster than me. No type, high risk. It's never Ampharos. A tough trainer. Who is this? I was about to say Tess. Claire. Okay, Claire. Okay, unfortunately, rock coverage is not terribly common. Mono rock coverage. So Dojo using Protect is not necessarily a great idea here. I'm a bit worried I'm going to have to use Mega Kick into Aero. But probably, at least on the first one, I should see if I can get a good roll with Shadow Ball. And maybe I should be a bit more scared of Explosion Golem. I don't know if doing damage to Golem is a good idea, though. Like, I could protect and Brick Break Golem. Follow up with another Brick Break. If it's a Quick Claw, obviously we both Quick Claw. What does Dodrio do, then? Another weird one is that this is no type spec, so it's a ground or flying in the back. Yeah, that. Because I'm thinking about swapping out Dojo on turn 2 maybe, but then if it's a flying in the back, the chance of Intimidate goes up a bit. This is a free IV Dojo. But I could double target area next turn potentially. God, this is a weird one. It's the worst thing that could happen here. I guess slide flinch. Slide flinch and then Golem crits Earthquake. I don't know. I think I still want a Brick Break attempt in that scenario anyway. So we're Quick Clawing. Ancient. Okay, that's not a surprise, really. In some ways, it doesn't even matter what it is. Unfortunately, the reveal of Quick Claw Earthquake does increase the chance of explosion. Can it be Golem 1? Double check the AI. Earthquake gets the boost for immune, which is... yeah, it's just +2. So it could be Golem. It could be Golem 1 either tied on the Earthquake Rock Tomb decision, or it just chose not to. Or it didn't get the boost. I think what I do is just break Golem and double edge arrow. Do I want Hypno to take the ancient power? That seems like a really bad idea. I guess I go for the double protect. Hypno will have a good matchup into most of the flyers. The ground scares me a little bit. I don't know, the explosion scares me so much. Ugh. If I fail protect, ancient power goes into dojo and then golem explodes. I mean, how do I play around that unless I take the ancient power on Hypno? They see a way around it. I don't want Hypno to do that though. It's fine though. It should always. The problem, no, it's not true. Because Golem 3 could see Brick Breaker's highest damage, and then Earthquake gets sent down by 1. So below 50, it is possible for it to explode. It would be unlikely though. It'd have to be that one. Maybe I don't play around that then. Because Hypno getting hit by Ancient Power into Earthquake, that could easily be game losing. Dojo has to win the final 1v1 then, and it's ground or flying. It would have to take a turn out to kill Snorlax, but they can probably do that. I think it's this way. How about you successfully protect? That would be... yeah, that would be ideal. It was Golem 1, okay. Okay. Quick Claw is gone as an option. At this point, do I ever switch? Again, I'm not sure. Against Wishcash 3, I definitely want to switch Dojo out and attack Aero. The issue there is that Ancient Power Earthquake onto Hypno creates the same problem. I'd have to kill Whiscash. So do I counter? Oh, that's such a big risk. Do I counter? Probably is correct though, isn't it? If it's Whiscash free, it means Hypno survives. And then it would have to be Aero 2 for it to be bad. I think I have the counter actually, yeah. God, I hope this is not Aero 2 and Whiscash free. I could protect again. Like, why am I keeping Dojo alive if I'm going to do that? I actually go for the triple protect, don't I? There is no reason not to. Because Dojo's not useful into Aero, and it's not useful into Whiscash 1 and 2. Because I counter them. I guess if Snorlax gets crit, it's bad. But I save Hypno the HP if I get it off. And if I don't, I still save Hypno being hit by Ancient Power. We fail, but that's expected. Okay, it needs to be Earthquake and it needs to not crit. Okay. Hey, CISO. Unfortunately, CISO, I lost my my doubles streak. I died at match 100 to a double crit. So now we're playing level 100. And I was about to psychic. How do I lose? Frillis won. What did Frillis win? He wiped the floor in terror raids. Cool. Is Clefairy named Wildcat? Is it blasphemous to evolve a Cleffa named Wildcat? I don't know. I wonder if I use counter on Snorlax. The intuitive answer is surely no. I'm very worried about having to hit a Shadow Ball, which might be necessary against Aero 2. It's called Big Wildcat. I guess that makes all the difference in the world, doesn't it? I'm wondering how much I'm coping by thinking that I don't have to use Mega Kick in this scenario. But count is not a good idea, I don't think. It doesn't have to take me. Also, if I use Shadow Ball, I can get a special defense drop. It's nice quick claw. It's Aero 2. Oh, do I have to Mega Kick? Punch, cars and bikes. The fastest quick clawer. Luckily, that doesn't matter. If Snorlax hadn't Quick Clawed, that would have massively, massively mattered. But luckily, we Quick Clawed. No phrase. Okay, let's I mean, Aero's coming onto the team, but what is moving? I think we just dropped Jojo. Aero. Man, I love Mega Kick. It's such a great move. Interesting. Because Zatu 2 is the 2 activator, which is slow and steady. Good way of memorizing it. So we get a free kill on Zatu, which feels worth it. Like, okay, I'm just thinking, Zatu dies, Aero dies. I'd be worried about Torrent in some of those lines. I'm not sure about switching. Is keeping Aero 2 in doubles worth it once the flying Pokemon faints? I guess that's another way of phrasing it. Fire isn't a very common type. The like I have aerialates for the grass types and some of the bugs, but it's like I'm not bad into those anyway. I think Aero for Zatu is a good trade. What might be an option is to just Ancient Power Blastoise and hit the Mega Kick, but I don't like that very much. So perhaps we completely disrespect Zatu. I might regret disrespecting Zatu 4 specifically, but I think the others, it's probably better to go for Blastoise so that Hypno can finish them off. I guess I could also Shadow Ball. It achieves a very similar thing, except it lets Zatu get off a move. I don't know. I'm worried about Confuser. Thank you for subscribing for this. Thank you. I don't know. Do we just hit it? Just believe. We get 2 tries at it, probably. And we'd never miss twice. Yeah, let's just get rid of this thing. I don't know that parody, but I don't think you sound insane for saying that. Unfortunately, it is Dead Aero. If I hit the Mega Kick, I've won. Okay. Think about the Quick Claw lines. One day he'll be murdered for his crimes. Little yellow guy. Oh, I've completely... I sort of tuned out once. So it was a Hydro Pump Blastoise, which is whatever. Zatu died. The Aaron Brigade is not happy. In some ways, Feraligatr is less of a problem than Blastoise. I look at the campaigners making their voices heard, but I don't care. I almost want a Mega Kick, but I'm very scared about missing, particularly if it is... Yeah, particularly if it's 7. Nice Quick Claw. Okay. Hydro Pump? No. Give me a reason not to do it. Because Gator's just going to lose to Hypno. Whole Aaron. I don't have an overlay for Whole Aaron. And if I made one, it would just be for Aaron. Which doesn't sound like the sort of inefficient thing I would do. You are tanky. Okay, let's have a look. 24. Okay, so it's 2 elevations, 2 random IV Pokemon, and then the rest will be regular. The target would be 5 swaps or 0, I guess. Item clause only applies to the opponent versus your team in Gen 4. In Gen 3, the opponent can have the same items that you have. Wildcat said something about Warabi posting. Where did Warabi post? I didn't see anything. Apparently, Warabi posted about Gen 3 Frontier. It might be on... Maybe I have to sign into Twitter to view it. Right, let's keep going. It's probably last set. Yeah. Let's see that. The word of Jesus. That's right. It will premiere at 7 PM today. But he's in Japan, so that means tomorrow. Okay, cool. I don't know if that means he's got a video or if he's gonna live stream. I've got no idea. How about Bug, Slow and Steady? Psychic, Free Spirited. That's terrifying. That is the Lati one. Please. Okay, that's something. That's not. Evil. Evil. It's gonna be Harry. Weird guts. Okay. And we're not Volt Absorb. Of course we're not. Is it really going to be Crobat 1? Jesus. So those links look the same. So what is the difference? Take Dugong to counter the Latties. I think I need to take Dusclops 1, and I really don't like the idea of it, but I think I've got to do it. It's either that or Lantern. Who do we trust less? I'm gonna lead Crobat Hariyama. It's not good, but at least they have like reasonable bulk. Crobat 1. I guess I put Crobat in slot 1 for the potential of a Levitate Gen 3 glitch on Intimidate, and then I think it's Dusclops. I really think it's Dusclops in the back. Time to lose. They also have Flying and Earthquake. Hi, Zarian. I'm still upset about losing to double Mega Kick crit from Medicham 4. I felt like that was unfair, and it was on match 100 of level 50. I mean, the Latties, they run Shadow Ball coverage, but I do kind of trust 31 IV Dusclops. It's fine, we'll like lead off with Bite. Yeah, okay, those are indeed psychic types. Mr. Mime breaks the overlay, but it's fine. It won't matter. I probably have to try and flinch Hypno. I guess I shouldn't fall into the trap of thinking that there's no psychic in the back. The AI could easily have 3 psychic types. Latias is red and Mr. Mime is red. It's the same Pokemon. Do I Sludge Bomb Earthquake or do I go for the Bite? I'm probably fine to Hypno with Dusclops, so I might just go for Mime actually. I'm worried about Fake Out as well. And they picked a good target. Okay, that's not good. It's going to live the Sludge, obviously. And they're both going to Psychic. Do I swap out? I don't know. It's actually Hypno 2, isn't it? Because Hypno 2 runs no special attack. That explains the low damage on Hariyama. So Hypno 2 might not actually use Psychic. Shit. Let's at least kill Mr. Mime next turn, I guess. If we get the flinch, that's huge. No. Okay, I hope it is psychic from Hypno. The monkey paw curls. Oh, that's so horrible, actually. I think I have to remove Mime. I'm thinking Confuse Ray on Hypno. It'll either be Confuse Ray or Pain Split. I'm thinking Confuse Ray. I could also Confuse Ray to Pokemon in the back. The problem with that is that it could easily have Lum or Persum. There's no high risk in the back, which does narrow things down a little bit. Let's go for the sure thing. The special defense drop sucked, but I don't think I'm too far behind, actually. I'm most concerned about Hypnosis, and the best way to stop that would be to confuse it. Okay. It can be any Kang. It's the terrible set. Okay. Surely I try and kill Hypno now then. I can ignore Kang free. That's not even. Ooh. Okay. I think it's fine. I think I always win. I guess I just need to hit Wisp. I'll have a lot of opportunities. I don't think I can lose this, really. That should be it. My mind was going towards Scrappy, but Scrappy is a Gen 4 ability. Grass? I'm kind of trapped on this team, though. It's going to be very difficult to swap out of this. Kang free is horrible. The whole team was horrible. I actually can't swap. Yeah. If I remove Medicham, how do I lose? The big fear is going to be fake out. It's the same as an earlier game where I was scared about Metacham 2. The biggest fear is going to be that. So I guess I bite it. Because Crobat can't be flinched. I'm just going to do that. Let's Astonish, actually. I don't think Astonish crit would ever give it Salac. Okay. The value of hitting an Earthquake into a back grass seems low to me. Okay, nice quick claw. Okay. High ammo with the 100% quick claw activation. Turn 1 doesn't count. Dark, that's rare, but also heavily implies Tyranitar. Oh, I don't want to hit cross chops. Would I ever take Meganium? Meganium for Dusclops? What's weird is that Dusclops is not necessarily even bad. I'm a bit scared of the mixed T-Tar sets, though. Take it. Yeah, and Shifty is out. And Umbreon is not really a no-phrase mon. I mean, it can show up, but... And Houndoom is usually high risk. It's gonna be T-Tar. It's gonna be T-Tar. I'm caught between swapping and not. Crobat. Crobat. Yeah, bye Crobat. This is a high level battle. Okay. 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 At least it's not high risk. Unfortunately, Dusclops is not great into Snorlax. But I would rather face Snorlax and Tyranitar. I think I've got to cross-chop T-Tar. I don't think there's any question about that. But that puts Meganium in a bit of a weird spot where it's like, what does Meganium do? I guess I could double Earthquake. Because the bulky T-Tar sets are not going to do much for a while. The most threatening T-Tar sets are the mixed ones. And kind of 4 as well in some ways. Could also Giga Drain Earthquake. Oh yeah, I need to put that in manually. Perhaps Giga Drain Earthquake is better. The healing only matters if it's a quick claw turn, and if it's a quick claw turn, It's probably more than one quick claw going off. And I'd be healing into them on the back unless I miss cross chop. Bam, bam. Biggest fear here is going to be T-Tar 1 or 2 getting a bright powder, I guess. But even then, I should have another turn before I'm in real trouble. Okay, no quick claw. What T-Tar was that then? There probably was a no bulk one, right? So that's a pretty weak Shadow Ball. But no leftovers. Is it 8? No, 3 is also no attack. It's 3 or 8. It could be 7 and it didn't curse, I guess. That is possible. So 3, 7, 8. Umbreon in sand does not scare me very much. Okay. Which one do I Giga Drain? I think Snorlax. I don't like Snorlax 7 sticking around for longer than it needs to. Oh. Okay. It's 8. Oh, crap. Oh, that's a bit scary. I'm probably am I earthquaking or body slamming Snorlax? And am I switching Hariyama out? I think I'm switching out. So the main thing here is the doubles guts glitch. It's important to both of them. At least Dustrops is also male. That's big. That's really big. It can use yeah, it can do that. So I'll have to. How low are you going here, Snorlax? You are in red. I'm not taking any chances here. Pooh. Okay. That's GG. Maybe Dusclops 1 isn't useless. Do I take that T-Tar? That is such a weird draft. Psychic. Please say, don't say no phrase. High risk. Okay, never mind. Oh, do I take Titar? What are the bad outcomes? One is a bad outcome. The no stab one, that's a bad outcome. Seven might also be a bad outcome. Looking at it now, 7 is Quick Claw, Rock Slide, Aerial Ace, Brick Break, Curse. But it's another Quick Claw. I actually wouldn't be too upset. What of my team is the worst into Psychic that isn't Hariyama? I feel like Hariyama might have to stay. If I lose Hariyama, I'm kind of very shaky, right? The obvious answer is to get rid of Meganium. I could also get rid of Dusclops in the back. I mean, it's a little bit shaky into Psychic as well, isn't it? There's Psychics that hit really hard. There's Calm Mindsets. There's Spadef drop chances, secondary effects. Petita in the back. I could also take Snorlax. It's a little bit more sure into Latias. I think actually it's Snorlax. And I know what Snorlax is. I know it's Snorlax 8. There's no randomness. Could even take Umbreon. But no, I don't think so. So it was Snorlax 8. Okay. I think I definitely want to cross-drop Breloom. But Metagross... it's... Am I being baited here? It could easily be an Explosion Metagross even though it's not high risk. It can't be Breloom 2. That's certain. And if it can't be Breloom 2, then it has to be high risk Breloom, which means it can't be Explosion Metagross, right? So we know Metagross has no high risk moves. So I guess the deadliest Metagross then would be 3, maybe? Metagross 3. If it is Metagross 3, I don't want to kill it and have a Latias or Latios come out because then it's going to just use Earthquake once it's done double teaming. Oh, I don't want to Earthquake on turn 1 though. I want to get rid of Breloom if possible. I guess I can Earthquake and cross drop maybe. Or potentially I do just double Earthquake. Breloom is a quite scary mon in any situation though. It's probably not Breloom 3 though. That's almost slow and almost high risk on its own. But it could be just a pure coverage Psychic in the back. That's possible. I mean, you could make an argument for any play here. Any combination of damaging moves. I don't know, my gut is to kill Breloom. It really is. Ideally with a Quick Claw. And without losing the Quick Claw speed tie to Breloom 4. Nismash, okay. We did a lot. It's not a bulky one. And we hit. That's huge. Use counter then, right? God. God traced overgrow. That shouldn't matter. So it can't be a debond guard, which is good. Definitely good. I think I double Earthquake here. Worst case, weirdly, is probably God of War 1. There was no leftovers on Metagross. Metagross 1 is high risk anyway because of Facade. I'm a bit scared of Metagross 4. I'm going to double Earthquake. Nice Quick Claw. Okay. For a Psychic, no phrase. That was actually not too bad, but it's... I say that it only went well because Breeding used counter. I don't know very much about that Metagross. Two, 3, 4, 6, 7, right? It had no chance to activate Shellbell. Not 7. That's not a Mewtwo Mash one. 2, 3, 4, 6. Okay. Please. Okay. Is that a Metagross take? Metagross over Meganium. I kind of stop Hariyama from being able to easily Earthquake then, which means Hariyama has to use Cross Chop pretty much. It might be a Mash Cross Chop take. And I'm pretty scared of Espeon, Latiz. Jinx is a bit scarce. Yeah, actually, probably best to get rid of it. So what did we see Guard do? We know it wasn't a debonder, and we saw it take a huge amount. So it's no bulk, and it used Psychic. There's no guarantee that that's a good set. Inaccurate moves time. Zam and Cham. Okay. That's tricky. Am I earthquaking myself? I'm probably earthquaking Hariyama. It's tricky. I think I'm going to have to earthquake Facade. Surely it won't be Medi 2. And what do I do if Alakazam just murders Hariyama immediately? Do I have to switch? Is it switch mash? Oh my god, but what if Medicham goes for Hariyama immediately and hits Snorlax? I guess I don't need Snorlax to win, necessarily. These are probably the two Psychics. Well, it's not free. Of course, it's not free. I think if it's Alakazam 1, that's always the best case scenario. I'm so concerned about Fake Out hitting Metagross, but it's a very specific interaction there. I think I need to switch. Because Metacham's 4 is going to actually Psychic Hariyama. It's only bad to switch against 1. And 3 if it hits a Dynamic Punch. Okay, it's not Alakazam 1. There's the drop. There's the high jump kick. I mean, the drop doesn't matter, right? Oh, I crit myself as well. At least I crit Metasham. What a wild turn 1 that was. Oh, okay. It's not Latias 3. That's Focus Band. Metasham 1 is Focus Band. It's not Alakazam 3. This is tricky because what's tricky about this is that firstly, Snorlax is going to die. I know that. Or is it? Metagross is also in Fire Punch range, isn't it? Fuck. Okay. But there's no way Latias lets Snorlax live, right? Yes, Alakazam 2 or 4. And it is more likely to be 4 because Latias can sometimes activate slow and steady. If it's Fire Punch into Metagross and some kind of kill move into Snorlax, I am kind of dead there. The silver lining might be Latias 7 killing Alakazam with Earthquake and Snorlax. That is a scenario I would win, even if it is Alakazam 4 and it does go for the Fire Punch. I think what I have to do here is I probably what I have to do here is Earthquake. I Earthquake my own Hariyama, but I think that's fine. How often does Metagross lose to Latias at basically half health? There are plenty of ways to lose that. I guess in a lot of those scenarios I'd be able to psych up. Not psych up, swagger psych up. I might always be lost to Latias 1 unless I get a... I think I'm probably always lost there. Alakazam 4 could fail the Fire Punch kill into Metagross also. That is... I guess that is the best thing that could happen. I'm just going to Earthquake. There are some scenarios where the if I crit my teammate again, I probably won't. Hariyama probably doesn't matter. If Alakazam 4 kills Metagross, I'm going to need Quick Claw to win the match anyway. Unless it's Latias 7. I don't think Snorlax ever gets a turn, but if it does, I would rather Shadow Ball. I could also miss Alakazam 4 with Bright Powder. I'd been a much, much better position here if I hadn't crit Snorlax with Earthquake, but I did, and it's too late to change that. Okay. T-Bolt. It's not free, it's 1 or 2. Okay, so they're both going to Psychic. Just don't miss. Okay, so if it's 1, it's quite scary because I can lose to a crit. I can also lose if I miss Meteor Mash. But if it's Latias 2, Earthquake is the strongest move, but it scores -2 because of Alakazam. So Latias 2 is quite a lot better for me, because it could randomly Psychic or Ice Beam. Okay, yeah, it is Latias 2. Yeah, the AI doesn't understand that doubles Pokemon can faint. Do I take Latias 2? Weather quote, okay. I kind of want to get rid of Metagross, to be honest. There's a lot of Weathermons that have strong special moves, and a lot of them have stab fire moves. There's only one battle after this, and so much of this Metagross is hitting Meteor Mash. So yeah, we abandoned the hero. I need to update the overlay. Okay, it's most likely the sunny day sets of both. It could be a different weather set. Yeah, we got rid of Metagross. Could be a different weather set in the back. To me, this feels like double Earthquake. Because is Rapidash 3 broken AI on weather? Let me see. It kind of matters because, yeah, it's not broken. It kind of matters because I could switch to Chesto Lax, but I don't know which way it will go. If I get hit by Hypnosis and then I only one Earthquake hits and then Exploud 2 goes for counter. I don't know, do I actually Psychic Earthquake and Psychic the Exploud? Perhaps that's quite a bit safer. The thing is, I don't really care about Exploud. I guess I care about Exploud if Rapidash hits multiple Hypnosis. Yeah, okay, yeah. If it hits 2 Hypnosis, I do care, actually. I'm probably switching if it does hit Hypnosis into one of them, though. Okay, perfect. They might both Sunny Day as well. Okay, good. No Focus Band if it was Exploud 2. Okay. This can be anything. Yeah, Rapidash is a very random Pokemon. It can use all of its moves at full health. See in my heart. Okay, final. Come on. Ground? High risk. It's not great. It's the Fisher odds go up by quite a lot here. Perhaps I should have scouted out that Tentacle, but I don't think I'd want Tentacle against Ground anyway. No. I just realised both my leads have Quick Claw. I was about to say I was scared of Quick Claw, but Quick Claw is weirdly something I'm quite well prepared for right now. Because a high risk Ments implies a few things. Am I ever not ice beaming Ments? I don't think I'd ever do something else. This could be a very funny turn where Ments goes last. Then 7 or 8 could go last. There is one other thing to keep in mind, which is that it could be Ments 2, which is guaranteed to protect. My gut feeling is to Ice Beam Earthquake. Very good chance I hit the Pokemon in the back. And that Pokemon in the back could easily be Rhydon or Golem. Okay, that's a bad start. It's probably not ever Donphan 2 doing that much. Oh, the Bright Powder miss into Dragon Dance is a scary one, particularly if it is meant for. Yeah, that is rough. That is very rough. Hariyama is probably dead. I'm wondering how often I want to switch. It doesn't feel right though. Snorlax taking the potential Aerial Ace and Earthquake is pretty bad. It's so hard to play when 3 Pokemon on the field might have Quick Claw. It's very difficult to think about the turn. I think the fact Hariyama's been intimidated makes it less useful. If Salamence 4 does go for the double edge into Latias and gets the kill, it's probably lights out then. I can attempt a Rock Slide maybe. Okay, it's Ments 5. We don't miss twice. Send in Golem and Earthquake it. That's not Golem. I think kill Donphan. Okay. It's got 21 in a row in the wrong category. Unlucky. What are we on? 29. That's actually perfect for the dodging the random IV bug. That was a coincidence, though. I was not playing towards that. It just so ended up that I had a bad draft and had to keep swapping. Okay. There have been worse streams. Particularly when factory doubles is concerned. Right. Who are we raiding? Is anyone live? Ba-ba-bum. Battle Tower with a shiny Metagross, but it's in Spanish. Any Gen 4s? Loads of people playing Kaizo. Heart Gold? Crystal Tower? There we go. Oh. Unlucky. Looks like there's no one to raid. It is insane, yeah. Well, if you're looking for more content, Zarion might go live later with Battle Tower. But no one live right now. I'm going to bed. Thanks for watching, everyone.